man up, it's game time. Everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up, it's game time. Everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. I said it's game time.
Hey folks, welcome to the Varsity 845 Football Show. I'm Kevin Witt, here to bring you this week's dose of must-see video on local high school football. I'm going to reveal my new top 10 rankings, and you'll see I've taken a bit of a different direction. The game of the week is probably one you didn't circle in the beginning of the season, and our feature this week is the mid-season report, as I run through the 5 classes. But first, the last word on last week. Sullivan West's Brad Reimer and James I. O'Neill's Aaron Kilner don't get the publicity that some quarterbacks do around here. But that's about to change soon. Both have their teams 4-0 and in first place in their respective division. Reimer's more of a runner. He scored 2 touchdowns as Sullivan West beat Pine Plains 55-0. That gives him 13 touchdowns this season. Kilner prefers to throw the ball more, but that was a tough go in the rain Friday night against Highland. Still, it was his touchdown pass that proved the difference in O'Neill's 7-0 victory. Kilner has 6 touchdown passes and just 1 pick. Now on to this week's feature. We've reached the midway point of the 2008 high school season, so we're going to take a quick look around the area. We'll start in AA, where Monroe, Woodbury, Newburgh, and Menacing Valley have things going according to plan. But there's another team trying to push itself into that group. Pine Bush had a 3-6 record in each of Coach Jim Wright's first 3 seasons, but the Bushmen are off to a 3-1 start in 2008, and Wright is happy about the progression his program is making.
You know, it was a whole process for us, and the first year, you know, like I said, I'm a big Joe Paterno fan, and one of the things that Joe Paterno talks about is that you can't change everything overnight, and that it's going to be a process, and only focus on, you know, 2 or 3 things a year. Like the first year was about building morale. The second year was to get an off-season system in place in terms of the weight room and the mini camps and all those things. Third year was, you know, getting in competitive games with the big programs.
Pine Bush opened the season with a 22-6 victory over Washingtonville. Then Monroe Woodbury came into town in week 2. Pine Bush actually led 7-3 into the third quarter on this Mitch Prisbaki 93-yard touchdown pass to Matt Santos. Monroe Woodbury rallied and won 17-7, but it wasn't a lost night for Pine Bush.
It was a close game, obviously, but we made mistakes, so it's all about correcting mistakes. Everybody, you know, even myself, I made mistakes. We could have played better.
But the eye-opener was Pine Bush's 35-26 victory over Kingston in week 3. Kenai Scott ran for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns for Pine Bush. Matt Santos had 3 rushing touchdowns and finished with 83 yards.
I'm pretty excited. I think we're definitely stepping up, and I think it just comes down to experience. And the more games we get into, more games everyone gets into, they get more experience and get in there, and they play better.
Pine Bush hosts Newburgh Friday in a Class AA Division I game. Newburgh is ranked 24th in the state. The AA Big Boys will be squaring off soon as Newburgh plays Minnesink next week. Then it's Newburgh-Monroe the week after. In Class A, Cornwall is 3-0 and well on its way to another division title. As I said a month ago, I still expect Wallkill, Port Jervis, and Saugerties to round out that playoff field. I've already talked about O'Neill in Class B, where the theme here has been inconsistency. Highland, New Paltz, Marlborough, and Burr Catholic have looked good one week, and then not so good the next. Only 3 of those 4 teams will join O'Neill in the playoffs. Sullivan West is out in front in Class C, but Ellenville, Tri-Valley, and Millbrook all only have 1 league loss. Don't be surprised if all 4 teams make the sectional playoffs. Spackenkill could crash that party, though. In Class D, Eldred will play Chester on October 17th in a game that will decide the regular season title. This brings us to the game of the week. Newburgh Free Academy plays at Pine Bush on Friday night. While there's no questioning this is one of the best Pine Bush teams in years, the same can be said for Newburgh. Newburgh showed it can hang with state-level competition, losing to Schenectady by just 2 points. I don't think Pine Bush is at that level yet, but there are a couple points to consider about the Bushmen. This is a chance for Pine Bush to take the next step, and it gets to do so at home. It will be interesting to see how this community reacts to what will be the biggest game in years. It could be enough to give an already good defensive team that little extra boost. That's why at the very least this should be a close game. Make it 20-14 Newburgh. In other games to watch this week, I like Warwick to beat Valley Central in a battle that likely will determine the second-class AA Division II playoff spot. I think O'Neill at home beats Burke Catholic. Look for a huge crowd at Middletown on Friday night with Minisink Valley coming in. And I'm predicting a Middletown upset in overtime. It's time for the new top 10, my friends. Number 10, Sullivan West. A Class C school is a tough sell, but it's dominated its competition. Number 9, James I. O'Neill. Unbeaten and clearly the top Class B team in the area. Number 8, Wallkill. Only drops one place after the Cornwall loss. Look for a rebound. Number 7, Middletown. Knocked off Kingston, now climbs 2 spots. The big test is this week. Number 6, Pine Bush. Only loss this season is to Monroe Woodbury. Number 5, Delaware Valley, Pennsylvania. Should move to 2-0 this week in Lackawanna League play. Number 4, Cornwall. Should have little trouble with winless Colony. Number 3, Minisink Valley. More talented than Middletown, but this is a dangerous spot. Number 2, Newburgh. Lost to state-ranked Schenectady, so there's no drop. And number 1, Monroe Woodbury. Looking for its 38th straight victory over Section 9 competition. That's it for this week. Check back every Wednesday night for the Varsity 845 football show. I'm Kevin Witt.
How good? Real good! Real good! Yeah! This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. I said it's game